my intention is actually mooching. So that's the best thing I can possibly do right now just to survive. And by mooching, I have a roof over my head and, you know, a vehicle to drive and, you know, happy lifestyle for myself, obviously not for her.
What part of this is at all fuzzy to you? We ask him every day to get a job. She's kicked him out 3 times. She wants her freeloading fiance to understand it's not her job to take care of him. Take a look.
It's only $1.50 out of the ATM.
It's only $1.50 of my money. It's not $1.50 of your money. Dan and I have been dating for 2.5 years, and he's a mooch. I am currently supporting both of us. Hey.
Hey, how'd it go today?
I pay the rent, phone bill, groceries, car insurance on 2 cars that are both mine, car payments, credit card bills, cable DSL, you name it. I pay everything.
Oh, hi, my name's Dan the Mooch.
Dan and I got engaged last November, and I have told him that I will not set a date for the wedding until he's been employed for 90 days.
I don't have a job right now. It's definitely nice not to have to get up in the early morning when Sarah does for her job.
If Dan could hold a job for 3 months, I would be really surprised. Did you find a job?
Yeah.
So when do you start?
Just relax.
That's my whole point, though. You say you have a job, and then a few days later, there's some reason that you don't. Dan's lazy.
Within the last, 7-8 months, I have been so lazy, and I haven't even wanted to get off the couch.
Dan doesn't want to work, and Dan's happy knowing that I'll work and I'll pay the bills, so he doesn't.
I am definitely accustomed to this lifestyle.
Dan has a pretty serious drinking problem that he refuses to acknowledge.
And I did a good job, so I figured that, you know what, I deserve a beer.
Yeah, you totally deserve a beer.
Sarah definitely complains about my drinking.
Dan's been in rehab twice. He drinks in the morning, he drinks in the afternoon, he drinks at night. I have to wonder if that's not part of the reason why he's losing jobs and can't find them.
I do not think my job hunting's been hindered by my drinking at all. At all.
I just think Dan thinks it's my job to take care of him. He has what he needs and what he wants all the time.
I'll only pull out $20.
Asking me for $5 in the morning for donuts, McDonald's money, $5 to $10 a day on alcohol. It's $5 here, $10 there every single day. If I counted all the money I gave you, it would be way more than $5 or $10 a day. I currently have $10,000 of debt that is directly his fault. I've caught him taking money out of my purse on several occasions. I've noticed $20 missing, $10 missing, change. He takes whatever he can.
When I do ask Sarah for money, it does cause fights, and so I do think it's a lot easier to take it out of her purse and try to play Spider-Man, like she's not knowing anything about it.
Dan took my debit card and used it until I was $900 overdrawn. I keep my purse hidden, which I don't think I should have to do with somebody I'm engaged to. I love Dan. I love him more than I've ever loved anybody I've ever been with.
I need some money for gas.
There's gas in the truck already. Each day that I have to go to work and he doesn't.
Fine.
It becomes harder and harder for me to stay with him.
I don't know if I want to change.
I have kicked him out several times, and each time I've let him come back. I don't think I can do this for the rest of my life. Dr. Phil, how can I make it seem important to Dan to get a job and stop mooching? I feel like the mother. You're like a child.
What do you think about this lifestyle?
I think it's a lot easier than actually having a normal lifestyle, apparently. But it's both, you know, obviously embarrassing. But you know, since I've been doing it for so long, it's pretty much what I've been doing. It's a lot easier than actually going out and having a normal lifestyle.
So you're 29 years old.
Yes, sir.
And you say, and I quote, "I am the ultimate mooch."
And yeah, as you saw on that, yeah, I'm definitely the ultimate mooch.
And this is a skill set that you've developed. You say, "I really don't know if I want to stop. I really think it's fortunate that I can do this and survive and have a roof over my head. Like, you know, I'm good at this."
I've definitely gotten really good at it. So this isn't the first time this has happened.
Right?
Yes, I was in a work release program. So
you were in a work release program.
That was the only way I could get out of jail that day, so I had to go to work.
So you said, I would think jail would be really good work for you. I mean, seriously, because they can't get to you. You're just in a room with a bed, right? Isn't that like vacation?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it depends on who your cellmate is, but you know.
Well, there's that. Okay, so all right, so you get out. You were in jail because you beat up your girlfriend's car?
Yeah, I beat up her car.
Did it like say something rude to you, or what do you mean you beat up your girlfriend's car?
We had an argument. So and I was drunk, so I took it out on the car.
So you You wailed on her car and wound up in jail over it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, did you know about that?
I did.
You knew why he was in there?
I did, yes.
Yeah, how's your car getting on?
My car's okay for right
your
now,
car's
but
okay right
I keep
now?
him at a pretty good distance.
Okay, but now you actually, you steal money from her purse and you say it's just easier because she gets upset if I ask her for money.
Yeah.
So you just steal it instead.
Well, it's a few dollars here and there, and I just, I guess I'm insulting her intelligence on that because I didn't think she'd notice. So.
Okay. But you say it's just a few dollars here or there, in that therefore it doesn't really amount to stealing? I'm just trying to get my vocabulary right.
No, I mean, that's definitely stealing, I understand that, but when I'm doing it, just, it doesn't mean much to me at all because I have such a habit of doing it, so.
Okay, and sometimes you'll steal money and buy her flowers and give her the flowers.
Yes.
Okay, and then you get the flowers and go, well, that's really sweet. And then you go look in your purse and go,
Oh, but I
okay.
know.
And you go look at the purse and say, oh, I just bought myself some flowers. And you take yourself on dates.
We do, yes.
You take your money and you go buy yourself dinner with Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's mooching has really affected our relationship. Dan, I just really don't feel in the mood a whole lot of the time, and I'm mostly mad at him.
I would try to make up for mooching by being a romantic, buying Sarah flowers, but ultimately in the end, I was using her own money.
He even suggested I finance my own engagement ring. I feel like I'm paying for sex.
Well, today we're talking to women who say they live with somebody that's just not pulling their own weight, that they're having to support. Now, Sarah is engaged to Dan. She says that if she doesn't hide her purse, he'll steal her money. Now, she's tired of his mooching, his drinking, and all of his excuses.
Sarah and I have been together for 2.5 years, and I've been mooching off of her.
This is not new for him. Dan has pretty much been mooching off every girl he's ever been with. I think Dan thinks he's entitled to not having to work. This is just kind of his career, I think.
I'm interviewing.
Dan tells me stories every day as to why he can't go on job interviews. There's no gas in the car, he's not feeling well. He'll tell me he went to 5 or 6 places and none of them were hiring. Every day it's something new.
I'm definitely looking for work really, really hard right now. I'm really trying to put effort into it, and I don't think she believes that at all. I'm trying, all right?
You're not trying hard enough. That's the problem. I think he lies about getting jobs. I think he lies just so I'll be quiet and I'll get off his back.
You don't really have any intention of getting a job, do you? I mean, if you went in and did an interview and you got hired, that would be an accident, right? You would go, whoa. Are you kidding me? Did I say something wrong?
Well, obviously, if I had the intention of actually getting a job right now, I'd have one. So,
Sure. So when he's telling you, yeah, I'm looking for a job, I'm circling stuff in the paper and all of that, you really don't have the intention of getting a job.
So it's just a lot easier not to actually work right now. And you know, if I like Dr. Phil, what you said, you know, if I'd accidentally fall into a job, I would be like, wow, you know, I mean, this is strange.
Now you just said like you had this revelation look on your face, like that's the first bit of honesty I've heard from him. Okay, that's like somebody coming and hitting you in the face with a skillet every day at 10 o'clock, and then they say, you know what? I'm getting ready to hit you in the face with this skillet. You go, you're kidding.
You're right.
You're kidding. You've done this for 187 days in a row, and you're surprised on 188? Come on.
You're completely right. You're
I
right.
mean, you said like it was the first time he's actually said that honestly. I mean, don't actions speak louder than words?
They do speak louder than words.
What is it you love about him? I mean, he seems like a nice guy. He's a nice looking guy. He's clean cut. He's you know, I mean, he's got a pleasant personality. What is it? Is that it?
He's not very good at actions. I love him very much, I do, but every day that we go on down this road, I have a harder and harder time answering that question about what I love about him because there's so much right now that I don't love about our situation.
But you say he has this incredible heart.
He does.
He's a user. He is, you described this, oh my gosh, he's this wonderful person, I've just found my soulmate, right? He's not a soulmate, he's an inmate. He was in prison for a year and he got out. He got out so he worked so he could get out.
You're
That's the
right.
only reason he's ever worked, so he could get out of jail.
Right.
And you were in jail for a year, right?
Yeah.
Because, why?
Because I violated my probation on beating up my ex-girlfriend's car.
You were too lazy to get off your dead ass and go see the probation officer. And so they hauled you down and said, okay, since you don't want to come in here once a month or once a week, we'll just keep you here for a year. Now, if Putting somebody in jail for a year is not enough motivation to get them to go somewhere. Was it once a week or once a month?
It was once a week, actually.
Okay, and how far was it from where you were to where you had to go?
It's 10 minutes.
Here's his job. Once a week, he's got to get in somebody else's car and use somebody else's gas to go see somebody that's 10 minutes away, and he'll spend a year in prison instead of do that once a week. It isn't like you were busy. Did you feel like a complete moron for going to jail for a year because you wouldn't go somewhere for 10 minutes away?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I had to think about that every single day when I was
Along about the middle of the 7th month, weren't you going like, why did I do this to myself?
It was actually the 7th hour, but I still continued to do it, so.
Okay, so, but you sat there for all of that time. Now, that's big leverage, right? That's big leverage. If you don't do this, I'm gonna put you in jail for a year.
Yes.
Whatever. And now you're gonna change him, right?
No.
Okay. They're engaged.
Money. My relationship with Dan has really put a strain on my relationship with my parents. My dad thinks he's a bum. My mom, she tells me I'm wasting my life.
This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
My parents and I used to be close and we're not anymore because of Dan.
Now, Sarah says she's sick of financially supporting her fiance. She says the relationship is on its last leg if Dan can't get a job. Now, he's mooched off all his previous girlfriends, and still she says she's never loved anyone. What is going on with you?
Yes.
I think you are lazy. I think you aren't living up to the potential you have. I think you have the ability to be a contributing member of society. And I think if you don't have a job, your job is finding a job. If you had a job, just think about it. If you had a job, you would spend about 10 hours a day on your job because you'd spend like an hour getting ready and getting there, and then you'd spend like 8 or 9 hours working your job and then getting home. It'd be like 9, 10 hours a day. That's what you work, right?
Yep.
That's what you work. If you don't have a job, you ought to at least work as hard as you would work if you had a job, and you have no intention of doing that. You don't know how to get from where you are to where you need to be, right? So it's kind of like the lifestyle's got you. Even if he wanted to change, the lifestyle has sucked him in. He's just spent so much time, he's got all this momentum in the wrong direction. So this is a huge deal to change this. You're part of this. I think you have gotten just as lazy as he is. You're in a relationship that requires nothing of you. There's no challenge. There's no fear of rejection. There's no demand. You don't have to be sharp, cute, clever, interesting, engaging. You don't have to do anything. It's like a pair of old shoes that you wouldn't really wear anywhere, but they're awfully comfortable at home, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's kind of what you, so you've kind of eased into this comfort zone relationship that gives you nothing back, but it also requires nothing. And that's kind of easy to rock into, right? You never have to perform. You know, you got to pay all the bills, but you don't have to really get involved and get engaged. That's wrong.
I'd never really thought about it like that.
What do you think about it now that you hear it?
Makes sense.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not really sure I can do anything about his behavior, but I need to change the way I think so that I stop thinking that this is normal for me to keep doing.
There are a lot of changes you need to make, beginning with the locks on your house. He needs to get gone. He needs to get. Are you going to marry this guy?
Not like this.
Are you going to marry him?
I don't know. Unless he completely changes, then no. I can't marry the man that he is right now. And it sounds horrible because I accepted the ring and we got engaged, but I cannot marry this person that he is.
You remember the day you slid that ring on?
Yeah.
It slides the other way. That ring will slide off just like it slid on. Why have you not slid that ring off? Is this a fiction that you just